not a good piece or stand. If someone thrusts at you from below, put your right foot in front and hold your messer in the middle cut, and strike them at their messer crosswise and displace their strike, and wind your messer on their messer. And step with your left foot forward and let your messer go around your head and hit or thrust. Peter is going to thrust at me from below. I have my right foot in front and hold my messer as for a middle cut. I strike at Peter's messer crosswise and displace his attack. Then I wind my messer on his messer. I take a step forward, let my messer go around my head, and I cut. Now, the triangle step you see us do most of the time here is not really mandatory or necessary since it's not mentioned in the manuscript, but in our experience it feels a bit safer to step into an angle instead of just going straight ahead. All in all, this is a pretty straightforward play. However, I do have some little notes and pointers for you to keep in mind for your own training. The most important part for this play is to wind our messer on the attacker's blade once both weapons are in contact. With a certain amount of speed and force, sharp blades might bite into each other, which then could end up in us bringing our opponent's blade upwards and leaving them in a better position to work against our intent. Speaking about intent, intention is important here again too, but more in a way that we might give our attacker an opportunity to double their strike if we displace their thrust too hard. Our personal rule of thumb is to drive our middle cut not further than our own right hip. That is still enough to deflect the blow, but without being at risk of putting too much force into our defense. Obviously, we need to displace with our long edge. A displacement with a short edge can work, however, we might not have enough structure behind it to successfully defend against a strong attack. Also, in our experience, this play works best against a thrust which aims for a high target like our chest or head, simply because with that it's easier to work against the line of attack with our middle cut. So, our takeaways are: wind your messer at your attacker's blade. Don't put too much force into your defense. Displace with your long edge. And the play works best against a high-aimed thrust. As always, we've recorded some footage on pressure testing. Again, we don't go full force on each other, but we do try to resist. Also, please keep in mind that it's still a setup situation and we both know what's going to happen. And that's it for today. If you have any questions or want to share your opinions on the matters I was talking about, please feel invited to leave us a comment. See you next time.